Yo, 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 yo. What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy. And we come and drop some memes today. God been putting a message on my mind for quite some time now. I've just been so busy, y'all. Like, I'm sorry for telling my fans that be looking forward to my messages and stuff like that. Like, as you see, I'm out and about right now because my life stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my son Eli, just had another son. Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, but today memes, the message for today is be in control of your own happiness. Man, that's powerful. Just me saying that makes me stand in my power. You know what I'm saying? Makes me feel 10 times more powerful because guess what? I ain't depending on nobody else to make me happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I make myself happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, prime example. You could be in a relationship and the relationship be going great. You know what I'm saying? No problems at all, nothing. No drama, nothing. You know? But at the end of the day, like, what people don't understand when it come down to relationships, only reason them relationships are working like that is because both parties is making themselves happy. Yeah, when you in a relationship, it's important to keep your spouse happy. You know what I'm saying? Male, female, whatever. But if you ain't happy, how you gonna make somebody else happy? If your cup not filled, how you gonna fill somebody else's cup up? You know what I'm saying? And I just really want to stand on this topic for real and really like be very, 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 very accurate when I talk about this topic because happiness ain't just somebody buying you something. Happiness ain't just, you know what I'm saying, people just doing stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm trying to take my throat chakra. But happiness is built upon self. You know? Like if you able to keep yourself happy, then you able to stand in your own power. Make it make sense. Let me tell you. If you able to keep yourself happy, then you able to stand in your own power. That means if you able to keep yourself happy, then it ain't nothing that nobody can do for you to bring you down, to make you feel unhappy. Because you know what? You're doing everything to keep yourself happy. And that's the most and the biggest part about being happy is about keeping self happy. That's part of self care. That's part of the self development. You know what I'm saying? That's the first person that you see in the mirror every day. It's self. When you brushing your teeth, you looking back at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't brushing your teeth to make the toothbrush happy. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You ain't brushing your teeth to make the toothbrush happy. You brushing your teeth to do what? For one, it's good hygiene. But for two, it's to make you happy. To put that beautiful smile on your face. I don't care how much tar, plaque, gingivitis, but as long as you brush your teeth every day, you should always be happy to smile. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a good smile. Smile is like healing to the heart itself. Because your smile can brighten up another person's day. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, that's the same thing when it comes down to happiness. You being happy just for yourself can improve your life so much. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like you being happy, you satisfying yourself, you going out, you doing your due diligence, and you putting in your earth angel work, and you know that you out here doing what you're supposed to do. That should make you happy. You should never do nothing that's not making you happy. I'm just saying. Because if you doing stuff that's not making you happy, that means you either people pleasing or you don't know what makes you happy. I mean, and we got people out there that just don't know what makes them happy. But at the same time, that's where you gotta find your inner self. You gotta find that centeredness in you, and you gotta go and meditate. Like, you gotta go into your shell as if you were a turtle, so you can find your healing place. You can find your happy place. You ever heard of that? When a person say, "Man, go inside and find your happy place," and when you really, really do that, and you really, really take the time. I'm finna go and park real quick so I can drop these meals real quick to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hold that thought, D-Lo. All right. Let me put it in park. There we go. All right, 555 when I put it in park too. So this confirmation that I'm telling y'all the good memes. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying. When you go inside internally, in here, your heart, your heart chakra, when you find that and you get that in tune, you get that in line, you find that all your happiness come from here. It don't come from here. It don't come from the mind. Because the mind can play tricks on you. The mind can make you think something make you happy, but it really don't. Like how people get stuck in toxic relationships. It's because at first, it makes them happy. It stimulates them. You know what I'm saying? And then down the line, when you're in a toxic relationship, 9/10 of the time, you end up being what? Unhappy. That's why a lot of relationships break up, and why a lot of, I ain't gonna even say relationships break up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use it different. That's why people quit their jobs, because they not happy. Like when you do a job, you go out here and get a job. You gotta get a job that fulfill you. You gotta get a job that motivates you, that makes you want to get up every day to go to this job. Every day. Until you get a big break. Like, y'all know me. One day I'm gonna hit this lotto. So until I hit the lotto, until that blessing come to me, what I gotta do? I gotta make sure every day that I get up and I go to a job that fulfill myself, that makes me happy. Because you know why? It's gonna make me keep wanting to come back, and keep make me want to come back, and keep making me want to come back. Yeah, everybody wake up sometimes and you get in that mode to where you just don't want to go to work. And you be like, oh man, I gotta go to this place. But that don't mean you're not happy. That don't mean that you at a job that's not making you happy. You just, everybody got them days where they tired. They just don't feel like going to work. But that don't make you less of a person either. You know what I'm saying? So stop being so hard on yourselves when y'all do wake up in them attitudes, and you do wake up in them grumpy moods to where you don't want to do something that day. Just follow your intuition. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if I ain't saying like if you don't want to go to work, don't go to work. But if you have to, or if you're in a position to where you ain't got to do something, do it. Because evidently that's the universe putting it on your heart. Like that's what make you happy. Don't do it. You feel what I'm saying? It's good to say no sometimes. And that's what people don't understand. Like, if it makes you happy to say no to people, then tell them no. But if it's better for you to go out here and help people and put smiles on people's faces and try to heal the world and change people's mind frames and how they think, that's what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy. Like me, dropping these memes is what makes me happy. Going to work because I got a job that I like. Going to work makes me happy. Taking care of my family makes me happy. Seeing my kids and my wife, that's what makes me happy. That's the joy that brings to me. But guess what? At the same time, a healthy, strong relationship, your spouse or the person that you're dating gotta feel the same way about you. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be in a relationship where it's just one-sided. Or you can't work a job that's just dull and boring all the time. Like, you're going to eventually wear yourself out of that. You're going to eventually not be happy. So you got to find the centerness of your happiness. So wherever your centerness of your happiness is, that's where you got to start at. It's like levels to happiness. Just like it's levels to obtaining your goals. Just like it's levels to a job. Just like it's levels to a game. It's levels to everything. But at the bottom level, it's the root. So when you go to the root, like at the bottom of a plant, what is it? It's roots. And if them roots are happy, and it's watered right, and it's planted in the right soil, and it's getting fertilized how it's supposed to, guess what? That plant gonna grow. The roots gonna be happy, which makes the plants grow. And that's what your heart chakra do. So when you find the root of what makes you happy, guess what? You're gonna start growing. You're gonna start elevating. You're gonna start moving up in life. Because you are making yourself happy. And you're not depending on nobody else to make you happy, because you are watering your own roots, you're fertilizing your own roots, and you are planting in great soil for you to elevate, for you to grow, for you to blossom. Just like a flower. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put a flower in bad dirt, what's gonna happen? It's not gonna grow. Eventually it's gonna grow a little bit, but then it's gonna wilt. It's gonna fall over because the root's not happy. The root's like, oh no, I can't survive in this soil. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bottom line of things. Like, when it comes down to your happiness, you are in control of it. Don't put your happiness in nobody else's hands and expect you to still be happy. Make it make sense now. Let me say that one more time. Don't put your happiness in somebody else's hands and expect to be happy. If that person not making you happy, or if that place ain't making you happy, or if that thing is not making you happy. You know what I'm saying? It's because you putting your faith and your trust and everything that you work hard for into somebody else or into something else that don't even have the value that you have. You feel what I'm saying? If you got $1 million heart or a multi-million dollar heart, okay? Make it make sense now. If you got $1 million heart, why put it in somebody else's hands for it to beat for somebody else? I'm gonna give you the rock look. If you got $1 million heart, why give it to somebody else if they ain't worthy of it? That's the same thing with happiness. Why give your happiness to something or somebody that ain't worthy of it? You know your worth. Your heart know your worth. But your mind can play tricks on you. But your mind is a terrible thing to waste. So it's always important to get knowledge and get fulfilled with the knowledge. So, needless to say, listen, y'all. Stop giving people the right and the control to make you happy. Make yourself happy and watch how you elevate. Watch how much prosperity come to you. Watch how much abundance come to you when you start working on your own happiness. When you stop relying on people to make you happy. Watch how you elevate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just giving it to you as raw as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to break it down and just so you can learn, man. I just want y'all to learn for real, man. Like, it's a lot of trials and tribulations out here that we all go through. But it's a silver lining to everything that we go through, man. Like, if you're going through any obstacle, it's always a silver lining. It's always an exit out that obstacle that you're going through. The same way you got in it, it may not be the same way you can get out of it, but if you look hard enough and you really fulfill your happiness gonna get you out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you worry about your happiness. You're not worried about your ex happiness, or you ain't worried about your boss happiness, or you ain't worried about another person happiness. You feel what I'm saying? You worry about what makes you happy, and then at the end of the day, when it makes you happy and you being fulfilled, you gonna watch yourself elevate. You gonna watch yourself level up. And everybody around you gonna watch you level up. Everybody around you gonna watch you prosper. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, just take everything I'm saying in consideration. I ain't always right, but when it come down to these memes, I be on point. And everybody can tell you. My wife could tell you, like, the best. Like, I could say something on this video, let y'all hear this video, and then I can go listen to somebody else, one of my mentors that I listen to, and they come back and tell me the same thing that I just said about happiness. But I just thought of it, and God put this on my mind to drop these meals. But then guess what? Later on today, I'm gonna hear a video, or I'm gonna watch something, or I'm gonna see something, and it's gonna be dealing with being happy. You being happy for yourself. You congratulating yourself. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in school, you have to give yourself a hug. Give yourself a pat on the back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing a good job. So give yourselves a pat on the back. Love yourself. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself happy. Be in control of your own happiness. But, man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Be in control of your own happiness. Them the memes for you. Make it make sense. It's 2024. That's what we doing. This the movement, y'all. Y'all join my movement. Make it make sense movement. 2024. Like, share, and subscribe. Love.